Google I/O is currently on its way and we get a glimpse of Android M. Services like Google Maps and Cardboard add some cool new features, and believe it or not, the whole Google Photos update was cooler than we expected. I'm Jaime Rivera, and let's not beat around the bush. This is the Google I/O edition of the Pocketnow Daily. Everything today is official, and our website is packed with details of everything you want to read in case you want to know more about what we're going to talk about. Obviously, I have to condense everything in 3 minutes, so let's talk about Google I/O, starting with Google Maps. We get an update that is going to be launched later this year, and the coolest thing is that even though offline maps have existed for the longest time, this will now allow you to have turn-by-turn navigations when you're offline, in addition to the fact that you could still search for things and know if things are open or closed, you know, places, and there will also be transit updates to support new cities like Mexico City, cities in India, etc., etc. Really cool things coming to Google Maps, but we don't have a date. Another cool new update is that Google Cardboard is going cross-platform, and yeah, I know. It's not just the cardboard thing, it's really the whole concept of being able to use a proprietary headset to give you virtual reality features. And the cool thing is that, yeah, it's now going to support iPhones as well, so there is going to be an API that will allow developers to port games in order to support Google Cardboard, and there are also some updates as to how third-party developers can create Google Cardboard compatible headsets in order to give you something affordable, not have to pay so much money to get VR headsets in the future. One of the major updates is Google Now. Currently, it's great at predicting what you want to know, but now it's going to use more of the knowledge graph from Google and pretty much detect what you're doing as well and use context for it. For example, if you're currently browsing a website about baseball, what it'll do is if you long press the home button, it'll automatically detect what's on the display and give you more information about what's on the display. If you're listening to a song, it'll give you information on the artist or anything that you ask it to give you, and it'll just expand its functionality to pretty much everything that you're currently doing, not necessarily just predicting what you want to know, which is a great update to come. We just can't wait to test it, but it's an Android M feature. And believe it or not, I'm going to use a full segment for Google Photos because it has us surprised. It is definitely cooler than we thought. Mainly because, number one, it's cross-platform now. It works on iOS as well. Number two, well, you get fully unlimited storage for you to back up everything you want. But disclaimer, that's for photos up to 16 megapixels or videos up to 1080p. But even though they will be compressed, you're still getting unlimited storage for you to keep your stuff, which is extremely cool for backups. It's also smarter. You can now search for photos. If you took photos on a baseball game, you could just write baseball and it'll know what photos were taken on baseball games. And it's got this really cool sharing functionality where you no longer have to upload stuff and then share. It'll back up things and then you can just select these, share them with somebody, and these people can view them on a website or actually transport these to their Google Photos application without the need of downloading and uploading again. There are a ton of cool features that are coming. It is currently available, but if you want to know more, links in the description. And finally, the hottest news of today were Android M. It finally got announced and the developer preview is out today for Nexus devices. It brings a lot of cool features. It looks like Lollipop in every way, but it proves everything that Lollipop did bad, like volume controls, RAM management, battery management. For example, there's this new doze feature where if you leave your phone for an extended period of time on a table, it'll detect that and not give you notifications or use the battery until you pick it back up, which is cool. In addition to that, we've got granular app controls for security, which is great. It'll now ask you whenever it can access your photos or your messages, etc. But the coolest features come again with the new Google Now on Tap features, in addition to the fact that Android Pay now becomes official, which is pretty much just a revamp of Google Wallet. But for me, the coolest feature was the fingerprint scanning support. There's an API now that will support all the fingerprint scanners in the market now, and that enables Android Pay in addition to other things. But it does lead me to the question of the day. What was your favorite Android M announcement today, or any announcement from Google for that matter? In my case, I'll admit, it's the fingerprint scanning API, mainly because that's the reason why I like using iPhone so much. But leave us a comment down below. What is your case? Friends, you know the drill. If you want to get the news earlier before this video was filmed, make sure you follow us on Pocketnow.com and subscribe to our YouTube channel as well. You can follow me on Twitter, Jaime_Rivera. Please give this video a thumbs up if you liked what you saw. I am Jaime Rivera. Thank you very much for watching. We'll see you tomorrow.